Twitch, putting the K in magic. I'm Joanna DeVoe, and you're watching a bikini body countdown video. I thought it'd be fun to share some of my best tips for getting in shape and staying in shape. And by the way, it is much easier to stay in shape than it is to get in shape. So if you are young and you're still looking all cute and everything's nice and high and tight and toned, you should work out so that it stays that way. And then for the rest of us who have to work at it, it pays to keep it going, because it can be really difficult to get yourself motivated if you've got a lot of weight to lose, or if you've gotten into a sedentary lifestyle and you're used to sitting around a lot. It's a challenge to work fitness into your life and to pick up an active lifestyle. I had a lot of issues, as I've talked about, with depression in my life, and the way that that manifested for me was I just had this heavy, lethargic feeling like there was lead in my veins, and I just could not lift my arm or get up to take a shower. And it really pissed me off when people would be like, just snap out of it, because you can't. There's something wrong chemically for whatever reason. It's different for each person. But I have found and learned that energy begets energy. So one of the things, I did a lot of things to overcome this. Diet and nutrition, I used a lot of supplements, but one of the key things was exercise, which I know seems like a contradiction. How do you exercise if you can't get off the couch to brush your teeth? But the way that I did it was I would just do anything. Just go on a little walk around the block when I had the energy, or I would put on a TV show that I liked and stand on this little mini trampoline and just kind of like shuffle on it like a grandma. And not only does energy beget energy as a lifestyle, the more you work out, the more energy you'll have to work out, the more energy you'll have throughout the day, but also in the moment, energy begets energy. So if you can just get yourself to stand and move around, if you're in one of those depressive funks, you will find that just in moving, your energy picks up, and then you might be able to like march in place. That might turn into a jumping jack or two, and if it's not, just march in place for the length of whatever program you're watching. This isn't even about depression. Those are just the moments that I have fallen out of shape and had to work my way back to it. The hardest part of working out is getting to the gym or getting to that class. Putting your shoes on and actually getting outside to go on that jog or that walk. But once you're in the class or you're in the middle of the walk, chances are you're going to keep on going. So try to get yourself into motion, and remember that energy begets energy, and that it will get better as the minutes tick by. I believe that a fitness routine is very beneficial. I think our brains just really like predictability and routine. But also, I am a very childish person, and I have a very intense inner rebel that doesn't like to be told what to do, even by my own brain. So some days, especially like if I'm having like a low point in my cycle, some days I just don't want to work out. Or some days I just don't want to run, or whatever the thing is that I'm doing at that time. And that's why I have a toy box for grown-ups. I have a shake weight, which is so funny because my husband and I, we couldn't believe it the first time we saw a shake weight commercial. It looked like a Saturday Night Live sketch. It was so funny to see these women like, it just looked like a joke. And we made so much fun of it that when I was in Big Five one day getting golf balls with my son, and I saw one and it was like $12 or something, I can't remember, but I was curious. All that making fun of it made me curious, and I didn't even know what it did. I thought it had a battery and it vibrated, but it's actually like just a really simple, I think it's got sand or something on either end, and you just, it moves by momentum. It moves by momentum, but I was shocked. In just a couple days of doing this, my triceps started like shrinking and getting tighter and tighter, so who knew? The shake weight actually, it works. What? This thing is actually a lot harder than it looks. And I like little things like this because they're fun and they make you laugh, and it's not a big investment to go drop 12 bucks on a shake weight, and then, you know, a couple months later you might get some of these. These are good for whatever. This kind of action when I'm watching television, sometimes I do this. These are great for leg lifts. Do not run in these though. Do not strap these onto your ankles. If you're doing that, you're kind of stuck in the 80s. It's very bad for your joints, FYI. These are just cheap things that I picked up along the way. One thing that I have literally had for, I don't know, I'm guessing 15 years, maybe longer. Suzanne Summers. ThighMaster. These suckers are durable. And this is another one. You feel like an absolute dork when you're using it, but that's part of its charm. It makes me laugh, and it keeps your thighs very toned and tight. Come and knock on our door. We'll be waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Yeah, so I've had this forever. I've got a bunch of these stretchy things. More stretchy things. Stretchy things. Stretchy things with handles. Jeez, I have a lot of these. What else is in here? Every playroom needs a big ball. Hi! Hey! Look at me! I'm exercising! And I often just use my own weight for resistance, and I do things like burpees and jumping jacks and stuff like that. But I'm very disciplined in terms of working out every single day, and if I don't feel like running, or if I don't feel like doing the full-blown workout, I'll just make like a deal with myself. It's like, fine, you can watch Project Runway, but you have to stay moving the whole time. And then I don't put very much pressure on myself. I just dig around in my toy box, and I just mess around and play around for the length of however long the show is. So I'll get like a little 40-minute workout in, and I have some fun. I think that a lot of people are intimidated, or I think a lot of people believe that working out requires a gym membership, or that you have to be a runner or just be an athletic person, when in fact we are all made to move. We're all meant to move around. In fact, there's some really great examples of people in their 90s and even their hundreds that are doing yoga and Pilates and staying active and healthy, and I think that that is one of the keys to a long life. It's definitely a key to having a happy life. That's how you get the good chemicals going in your brain, the good happy chemicals, and obviously that's how you get a bikini body, is you have to exercise and you have to work out. And if you're super low on funds and you don't have a toy box, you can make your own. You can go dig around in your kitchen cupboards and get that old can of lima beans that's been sitting there for 3 years collecting dust. That can be a little dumbbell. You can fill a jug with water, and you can start with a little bit of water, and you can use that as a weight, and then you can add water to it as you build up your strength. You can use a stair for stepping exercises, and I mean, let's face it, the internet is filled with fitness advice and routines. You don't even have to go to a class. You can take a class in your living room, and the last wish list I did, which I will also link to down below, features 8 kick-ass fitness gurus online. So you can look at that. Maybe one of those people will strike your fancy and you can start working out with them, or get some ideas to create your own workout programs. I noticed TV, they've really cut back on fitness shows on TV. They're very hard to find. I think there's something called Bali Fit on Berea right now, and I don't know, what else is there? You tell me. All my favorites are gone. I know Denise Austin, I don't think she's around anymore, and, well, not on TV, and like I mentioned, Steve Ross is gone. Anyway, I'm a big believer in keeping things fun, keeping things silly. I believe in the mind-body-spirit connection, and that fitness is just as important as meditating or eating healthy when it comes to living a kick-ass life, so I do all three. Much love, everybody. Peace. Woohoo!